Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Raw for February 27th, 2017. Birthdays, late Vern Gagne was born on February 26, 1926. He died on April 27th, 2015 at the age of 89. Jim Sinister Minister Mitchell turned 52 on Saturday. Ric Flair turned 68 on Saturday. Maria Kanellis Bennett turned 35 on Saturday, who's no longer with TNA. Impact Wrestling. The late Sean O'Hare was born February 25th, 1971, took his own life on September 8th, 2014 at the age of 43. Steve Lewington, who worked as DJ Gabriel in WWE, turned 34 on Saturday. No dark match main events advertised for the Raw Arena website. Lucha Underground will not be airing first run material until May 31st. However, El Rey Network will be airing Greatest Hits episode on Wednesdays. They have increased the count to 4 shows on Wednesday nights, beginning at 5 Central Time, 6 Eastern Time. The shows are The Machine from February 14th, 2016, The Gifts of God's ladder match from March 2nd, 2016, Death Comes in Threes from March 9th, 2016, and Life After Death from March 16th, 2016. Former WWE diva Celeste Bonin, formerly known as Kaitlyn from WWE, announced that she is splitting with her husband, asking for a divorce. PJ Braun. The couple got married in June of 2014. Bonin said that she was hoping that the split would be amicable, but noted that Braun took some ownership of the domain name of her fitness clothing company, celestialbodies.com, and shut the website down. She has created a temporary domain for the website, which is almost the same name, just add another Z, celestialbodies.com. She said that she hopes to have the old domain back in the next day or two. She confirmed that Celeste Bodies and Braun's company named Blackstone Labs will be divided. She apologized to the fans who had been trying to access her website unsuccessfully and promised to keep the fans updated and that everything will be amazing. WWE taped the following matches in Green Bay for this week's main event episode. Grand Metalik defeated Ari Daivari. Sin Cara defeated Bo Dallas. So that was it for your main event. Live from Green Bay, Michael Coleslaw welcomes us. He's joined by Corey Graves and Byron Saxton for Raw. Music hits and cameras start following Bill Goldberg from the back. He hits the arena as fans pop as JoJo makes the introduction. Goldberg thanks the crowd and cuts a promo on taking the Universal title from Kevin Owens in 6 days, then taking it to WrestleMania 33 to defend against Brock Lesnar. Goldberg promises everyone, including his wife, son, and fans, and Owens, he will deliver, so he'll see Owens on Sunday. Music hits, out comes the Universal Champion to interrupt. Owens says Goldberg was missing last week, but now he's here, and Owens can say what he wants to his face. Owens is speaking from the stage as Goldberg looks on from the ring. Owens goes on and warns Goldberg, you are next in the evolution of Kevin Owens as Universal Champion. Goldberg mocks Owens for his wonderful and moving speech. Goldberg then says that the speech did nothing but piss him off. Goldberg calls Owens to the ring for a fight. Owens marches to the ring and proposes a street fight, but remembers he's in Green Bay and says Green Bay doesn't deserve to see him fight. Owens then says he and Goldberg will fight this Sunday and can't wait for the moment. The referees count to 3. Then Owens stands over Goldberg with his title. Owens says Goldberg chants will die at Fastlane. Owens drops the mic and makes his exit. As his music plays, Goldberg hits the corners, poses for the fans. Still to come segment. Seth Rollins will be here to talk to Corey Graves in the ring. We see the New Day backstage walking, and we go to commercial. Back from the break, out comes Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. They talk about New Day hosting WrestleMania 33 and say that they have a lot on their plate. But we should focus what's in our bowls. They talk up Bootio cereal, but they're aware of what we want. Much more. Kofi says, we want that ice cream. They tease the ice cream and go to dance until the music interrupts, and out comes the Shining Stars. So the first matchup, we got New Day versus Jinder Mahal, and Rusev instead. Primo and Epico are out. Big E has their music cut. Xavier has a red envelope. He says they made a mistake. The Shining Stars aren't facing them tonight. They have a match later against Big Show. They reveal that Rusev and Jinder Mahal are their opponents. This was a parody of the Oscars botch on Sunday night. Rusev and Jinder are out next with Lana. Woods starts off with Jinder as they go at it. Big E tags in for some double teaming. Woods hits the honor roll, and Big E covers for the 2 count. Woods leaps off the apron, takes out a running Rusev. Big E splashes Jinder from the apron. New Day dances at ringside as we go to commercial. Back from the break, Rusev has control of Woods. Woods fights out, but Rusev catches him with knees in the gut. Rusev with a fall-away slam for a 2 count as Lana barks orders at ringside. Jinder tags in to keep up the attack on Woods. Jinder drops a knee and covers for a 2 count. Jinder keeps Woods grounded. Rusev comes back in and keeps Woods down. He poses, but the fans boo him. Woods fights back, but Rusev stops him from tagging. Rusev with shoulders to the gut in the corner. More back and forth as Big E finally gets a hot tag. The finish sees Jinder get pinned as he's distracted by Rusev, changing to Lana. After the match, New Day made their exit as Rusev and Jinder argue in the ring. Still to come segment, Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke and Charlotte Flair. We got a commercial. Enzo and Big Cass are backstage. Cass is trying to get them to focus on Sunday's title shot, but Enzo is all over the place as usual. Cesaro and Sheamus are backstage having words over their number 1 contenders lost last week. Samoa Joe appears. He says it's been a while since he's seen Cesaro. He says Cesaro is still desperately grasping for the brass ring while he came into WWE with it around his neck. Cesaro says Joe is only carrying Triple H's jockstrap. They have more words as Joe walks off. Sheamus says he'd love to broke Joe's head off, but Cesaro assures him he's got this. Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley backstage. Stephanie called Foley in to apologize to him, but she gives him more of a pep talk. She mentions how Triple H ended Foley's career on this night several years ago. She says Triple H gets stronger every year, but Foley continues to fall and is just a shell of his former self. She goes on and says she believes Foley knows he goes more feeble and more pathetic with every step, as he doesn't even live up to his own expectations. Next match, we got Akira Tozawa versus Noam Dar. Back from the break, out comes Akira Tozawa. Austin Aries out for a commentary with Michael Cole Saul and Corey Graves. We see a video from earlier today with Brian Kendrick talking about how Tozawa needed to be taught a lesson from last week. Noam Dar was out next with Alicia Fox. Lost it back and forth to start. Tozawa ends up hitting a big dive on Dar as Fox looks on. Tozawa brings it back in the ring and goes up top. Tozawa lands on his feet but meets Dar with kicks. Tozawa ducks Dar and nails the German for the win, as Akira gets the win on Raw. After the match, Tozawa stands tall as we go to replays. We come back and Kendrick attacking Tozawa from behind. Kendrick launches him into the ring post and keeps up the attack. Kendrick takes the mic as the fans boo. Kendrick says that was lesson number 3. And even though Tozawa won his match, he needs eyes in the back of his head, and he doesn't. Kendrick says even though the match is ended, the match isn't over. He hopes Tozawa is learning his lesson. So to come segment, Charlotte and Dana versus Sasha and Bayley. Back to commercial. Back from the break, Foley is backstage looking upset. Joe walks up and asks what's wrong. If he's having a nice day, Foley says. He's not having a nice day, and he hasn't had a nice 7 months as general manager. Foley goes on and says he used to be a fan of Joe, but now he sees nothing but Triple H's puppet. Joe insists he listens to no one. Foley puts him in a match against Cesaro later tonight. Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Charlotte and Nia Jax. We go to the ring, and out first comes Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Charlotte takes the mic and says she thought Bayley was going to do the right thing and hand over the title last week, but she proves that she's just greedy. Charlotte goes on and says Bayley has been playing to the fans. They boo Charlotte. She keeps talking until the music interrupts, and out comes Raw Women's Champion. Bayley hits the ring as the fans chant her name. Charlotte calls her a cheater. Bayley says she's a champion. She knows she did the right thing last week, and if Charlotte thinks her WWE journey ends here, she's wrong. Bayley says once one dream is achieved, you move on to the next one. And her next dream is, she points up at WrestleMania 33 sign. Charlotte is tired of hearing about Bayley's dream. Charlotte says she's going to regain her title at Fastlane and then buy Bayley's dad a front row ticket to watch her dreams get crushed. Music interrupts and out comes Sasha Banks. Sasha rips on Charlotte and defends Bayley. Sasha says she's tired of Charlotte's stupid face, and that gets a stupid face chant going from the crowd. Sasha is ready for the tag match. Charlotte says they do have a match, but Dana isn't her partner. This woman is, and out comes Nia Jax. Dana doesn't look happy. We go to commercial. Back from the break. Nia's in with Sasha. Nia takes control and wants Bayley. Bayley comes in and gets slammed. Bayley slides out of a move and takes Nia to the corner. She mounts her with strikes as the fans count along. Nia sends Bayley to the mat. Bayley drop kicks her. Sasha tags herself in for a double team attempt, but Nia takes them both out. Nia takes Bayley to the corner, and Charlotte tags back in. Charlotte drops Bayley with a big chop for a 2 count. Sasha comes back for the double team and a 2 count. Charlotte turns around and taunts Bayley. Sasha counters the move and sends Charlotte flying with scissors. Sasha keeps control for a 2 count. Sasha then talks trash and takes her back to the corner as Bayley tags in. Dana tries to interfere, but it backfires. Charlotte ends up on the floor. Bayley goes to the floor and hits the belly on Dana before we go to commercial. Back from the break, Sasha drop kicks Nia a few times, sends her to the corner with a headbutt. Sasha avoids a splash. Sasha unloads and goes for the arm drag out of the corner, but Nia blocks it and nails the shoulder to the gut. Nia with 2 big elbow drops and a 2 count. Charlotte comes back in and keeps Sasha down. Coleslaw says Dana wasn't taken to the back for medical attention and may have suffered a rib injury from the Bayley suplex. Sasha stops the double team with boots. Bayley gets a hot tag and unloads on Charlotte. Bayley goes and covers for a 2 count. Charlotte dumps Bayley to the apron. Bayley fights back and drops Charlotte on the second rope. Bayley goes to the top and doesn't see Nia tag in. Bayley ends up on Nia's back with a chin lock. Nia slams her to the mat. Bayley knocks Charlotte off the apron, but Nia floors her. Nia knocks Sasha off the apron. Sasha comes off the second rope, but Nia catches her. Nia slams Sasha on top of Bayley. Nia with a big leg drop on Bayley for the win. After the match, Nia stands tall over Bayley. Sasha is down on the floor. Charlotte comes in the ring, stands beside Nia as we go to replays. We come back to Bayley checking in on Sasha as Nia makes her exit. Still to come, Corey Graves talks to Rollins in the ring. Foley is backstage with Braun Strowman. Foley says he can't give Strowman competition tonight. Braun says he doesn't want that. He wants a contract. He's been flooring Roman Reigns for weeks and knows he's going to break soon. Braun wants a contract, so Reigns can't tuck his tail and run. Foley doesn't see that happening, but if Braun wants to stand in the middle of the ring and sign a dotted line, be his guest, but don't blame Foley if it doesn't go how he wants. Braun wants it tonight or else he walks off. Still to come segment. Big Cass versus Luke Gallows back to commercial. So we got that matchup next. Back from the break, out comes Raw Tag Team Champions Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Enzo and Warren and Big Cass are out next. Back and forth for several minutes. Enzo cheers Cass on as he unloads in the corner. Cass with a big tackle. Cass splashes Gallows and nails a fall-away slam. Cass with another big running corner splash. Cass with a sidewalk slam and the Empire elbow. Anderson distracts Cass and attacks Enzo. Enzo sends Anderson into the steel steps. Cass turns around to Gallows coming at him, but he turns around and drops him with a big boot. Cass gets pinned on Gallows for the win. After the match, we get replays as Enzo and Cass talk trash from the ring. Announcers plug to WWE Network. Titus O'Neil versus Sheamus is up next. Back from the break, we see a video package altercation earlier today, which led up to that match. Titus O'Neil is out first, followed by Sheamus. Titus attacks Sheamus as soon as he hits the apron. Titus destroys Sheamus at ringside and brings him in. Bell rings and Titus goes to work, but Sheamus nails a road kick out of nowhere for the easy win. After the match, we get replays as Sheamus stands tall. Still to come, Joe versus Cesaro. Also, Rollins will speak. Back to commercial. Back from the break, Corey Graves is in the ring. Leads us into a video package on Seth Rollins and Triple H. We come back and Graves introduces his guest, Seth Rollins. Out he comes using one crutch. Rollins takes a seat with Graves. Graves asks how the knee is doing and how rehab is. Rollins says it's doing well and he hopes to be coming back soon. Rollins says that the rehab has been intense, but it is what it is. It's medicine, not magic. Graves asks Rollins where his head is right now. Rollins says that's tricky. To be honest, it sucks. Rollins wondered if maybe he deserves this. Rollins says 2 years ago he ended WrestleMania with a title, and it was the greatest moment of his life, but he keeps asking himself in the mirror, what did he sacrifice for that moment? A CM Punk chat actually started up as Rollins is talking. Rollins says he should have known better when Triple H is stabbing him in the back, but he let his ego get in the way. Rollins goes on and says he's been feeling like this it's all his fault. Graves says, according to Joe and Triple H, Rollins will be missing WrestleMania. Graves asks Rollins if he will be there. Rollins says right now, he cuts himself off and looks a bit emotional. Rollins says right now is not looking great. It doesn't look like doctors will clear him in time for WrestleMania. Fans boo as Rollins shakes his head. Music hits and out comes Triple H to a big pop. Triple H is smiling. Rollins stands up with the crutch and waits for a fight. Triple H says it's really good to see Rollins because the last time he saw him, he didn't think we'd ever see him again. Samoa Joe is standing on the other side of the ring. Triple H introduces him. Triple H is on the apron now. He has an answer for Graves' his last question. Rollins will not be at WrestleMania. Fans boo. Triple H tells Rollins not to listen to the fans because they will just get him in trouble. Triple H says if Rollins knows what's best for him, he won't be at WrestleMania. Triple H can't believe Rollins is just now realizing that it's all his fault. Triple H goes on and on, saying he used to call Rollins the future, but now he's the past. Triple H calls Rollins another washed-up superstar that's worthless. He tells Rollins to salvage what's left. Triple H tells Rollins to listen because this will be the most pivotal decision he makes of his career. Triple H warns Rollins not to come to WrestleMania, not to call him out. Triple H says he's done playing. He's done warning Rollins. He says if Rollins shows up or calls him out at WrestleMania, Triple H swears it will be the last thing he ever does in a WWE ring. Rollins says he told Stephanie last month that he has nothing to lose, and that still stands. Rollins says he will be at WrestleMania. It's a fan's pop. Rollins says if that's the last thing he ever does, then he swears it will be the last thing that Triple H ever does as well. He drops the mic as they face off. Triple H still on the apron. Rollins' music hits as Triple H walks down the steps and makes his exit. Joe joins him. Rollins looks on as Joe and Triple H leave together. Still to come, the Braun versus Roman contract signing batch commercial. Big Show versus the Shining Stars. Back from the break, out comes Shining Stars. Big Show is out next for his handicap match. Bell rings, and they try to sell him some real estate, but he's not having it. Show goes to work on both opponents. They finally double team Show to get him on one knee. Primo comes off the top, but Show knocks him out of midair, pulls Epico back in. Show ends up hitting the knockout punch on Epico and chokeslam to Primo for the win. After the match, Show makes his exit while the Shining Stars are laid out. Byron Saxton leads us to a Black History Month video on Martin Luther King Jr. Tony Nese is backstage warming up when Neville walks in. They have a tag match tonight. Neville wants to make sure that the purpose is clear. But Jack Gallagher is in his place before the title match on Sunday at Fastlane. Neville asks Nese if he understands. Nese says that is his concern for Neville, but as far as he's concerned, he's going to do what's best for the premier athlete. Neville tells him not to screw this up and walks off. Back to commercial. Back from the break, Coleslaw leads us into a video package from Austin Aries coming to the Raw Cruiserweight division soon. Jack Gallagher and TJP versus Neville and Tony Nese. Aries joins Coleslaw and Graves on commentary as Jack Gallagher makes his way out with TJP. Tony Nese is out with Cruiserweight champion Neville. The bell rings and Neville immediately sends Gallagher out. Perkins unloads on Neville. Perkins inadvertently knocks Gallagher off the apron, and Neville turns it around. Nese comes in, but gets dropped with a kick. Gallagher tags in and drop kicks Nese. Gallagher with a crossbody for a 2 count. Neville breaks up the pin. Perkins comes in, but Neville cuts him off. Gallagher sends Neville to the apron. Perkins with a detonation kick to Nese. Gallagher drop kicks Nese and applies a submission while staring at Neville, who backs away from making the save. Nese taps out. After the match, Neville backs up the ramp while Gallagher and Perkins celebrate. Coleslaw leads us to the video package of 2017 Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. Still to come, Joe versus Cesaro back to commercial. Back from the break, Sasha is backstage nursing her injuries from earlier with Bayley. Sasha mentions that she will be at ringside for Charlotte versus Bayley at Fastlane this Sunday. Stephanie McMahon appears and makes Sasha versus Nia Jax for Fastlane. And we get Cesaro versus Samoa Joe. We go to ring out first. Comes Cesaro, and then following Samoa Joe. Bell rings and they go at it. Cesaro with an early gut wrench, suplex, and a running uppercut. Joe dumps Cesaro out of the ring. Cesaro comes back and goes to the top for a crossbody and a 2 count. Cesaro with uppercuts. Joe takes control and continues to focus on the knees as we go to commercial. Back from the break, Joe continues to dominate. Cesaro tries for a suplex and nails it to a pop. Joe ends up putting Cesaro in a knee bar. Cesaro turns around to sharpshooter, but Joe jabs him and breaks it. Cesaro with a flying uppercut. Cesaro with a bunch of uppercuts in the corner and a big slam for a 2 count. Cesaro goes for the Cesaro swing, but it's blocked. Cesaro with a double stomp for another close pin attempt. Cesaro goes for the neutralizer, but Joe counters. Cesaro's injured leg goes out from underneath him, under the ropes, and he gets hung up. Joe kicks the legs into the rope. Joe with a Uranage for the win. After the match, Joe stood tall as we go to replays. Joe heads to the back, but is stopped by Charlie Caruso on the stage. She asks how he's made such a big impact on Raw in such a little amount of time. Joe says the answer is simple. He came to hurt people, and tonight was Cesaro. Joe gives props to Cesaro, but says he is not me. Joe says that this is a reminder to everyone in the back. It doesn't matter what you've accomplished. You are who you are or how much people love you. Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, when you come at the Destroyer, when the music interrupts, out comes Sami Zayn from the side and attacks Joe. Sami unloads on Joe and they brawl over to the side of the stage. Security tries to break them up. Joe lays a cheap shot. They're separated until Sami comes flying off the stage and nails Joe and security. They're finally kept apart as Sami's music hits. Still to come segment, the contract signing for Braun versus Roman. That's commercial. Back from the break, Sami versus Joe is confirmed for Fastlane. Mick Foley is in the ring for the contract signing. He's quickly interrupted by the music as Braun Strowman makes his way out. Braun says Foley's no longer needed. Foley says he may not be Raw GM for much longer, but Braun will respect what he says until then. Braun rips Foley and calls him pathetic. Braun says when he tells Foley to leave the ring, he says it with the respect that a broken down suburban dad deserves. Foley snaps and says he's had enough of being talked down tonight. Foley gets in Braun's face and says he will respect him as a legend if nothing else. Braun laughs. Foley says Braun will learn to respect him or else. Fan chant for Foley as Braun bullies Foley. Music hit, out comes Roman Reigns to the ring. Braun meets Reigns at ringside and they brawl with each other. Reigns gets knocked into the ring post and sent over the barrier. Braun beats Reigns through the crowd near the production area. Reigns fights back and nails the Superman punch off a few steps. Reigns spears Braun through the barrier and a cameraman or security guard goes down. Reigns goes back into the ring and prepares to sign the contract. Braun stands up from the barrier and asks Reigns if that's all he's got. Braun enters the ring and Reigns nails a Superman punch. Reigns goes for a spear, but Braun catches him and launches him into the turnbuckle. Reigns hits so hard the turnbuckle pops off and the top rope falls loose. Braun stands tall as some fans boo. Referees rush down to check on Reigns as we go to replays. Braun then marches to the stage as Reigns starts to get to his feet. Braun looks back at Reigns. Is finally able to sign the contract. Braun walks to the back and Reigns' music hits as we go to replays again. Raw goes off the air with Reigns recovering. And that concludes my Raw video for this week and your main event results. Thanks again. Peace out. See you on video. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.